Alright, I just got into this game recently. I'm not really too experienced with the genre, so it's a
I will see through the Nexus.
bit of a learning curve for me. That's the main character that you're assigned, and then you pick up other characters along the way. So I've got several in the current party or group. I recently figured out, I guess,
What should we do today?
how to look at some details about their abilities and things like that. I'm still not sure what it all means, and I'm not sure how leveled up they expect me to be. I haven't really spent too much in the way of resources because I haven't been sure, like, am I supposed to save them for other characters or spend them while you got them? Um, got some basic items like an arc ability thing that buffs uh, some stuff. Attack in this case when casting a redirect skill. And then I have a console thing, like I was able to install something basic there. It just says Shadow Creed, adds crit damage. Nothing on the Awakened front, although I got a duplicate entry of a character when they had me going through a little tutorial to use their board where you roll dice and you get different things. And I got a duplicate of that third character with pink hair. Um, and it unlocked some sort of awakened thing. Don't have any of these life skill things. Seems appropriate. And they describe basic attack. This one seems fairly straightforward. You can do some basic combos, dealing your damage type. In this case, Cosmos damage, and then got a jumping attack where you can kind of slam down, do a little AoE, critical riposte, after critical dodge. So AoE and break reduction, which is how you stun them apparently. And then there's a skill and an ultimate and a support skill. I'm not sure which one is the support skill as far as the control scheme goes or how to trigger it. Um, I think the skill might be like the R2 command, and then the ultimate seems to be the triangle one. So praise and engrave for the skill, and then divide by 0 for the ultimate. Just does a bunch of damage in an area. So this is probably one of the more straightforward characters. Just like the skill does damage, the skill does more damage. Yeah. And then I don't really understand about the support skills yet. We'll see. In this case, like even this character's support skill is, yep, you do damage in an area. And then it seems to be like the main cooperative NPC that you're assigned first. Mint. Don't have any of these life skill things, and then they have some pretty similar attack descriptions, but this one is a different type of damage called anima. Previous character was Cosmos damage. Okay, basic attack from above, critical riposte. Yeah, it seems like that's usually some type of area of effect, and then reduces break. Although this one has an added thing where you can hold down basic attack, drain stamina, and deal continuous damage to surrounding enemies. So I don't always know that when I'm in combat, or I don't always remember. So yeah, I guess it's good that I found this listing. And then all of her abilities are described as some type of ultimate. Um, like her skill is super claws, dash forward, deal AoE. And I guess this is her actual ultimate. Um, multiple instances, damage, and land with the final hit that deals massive damage to an area. And then the support skill. Like I said, I'm not sure how to trigger the support skill, but deals penetrating attack, one instance of AoE damage to an area. And then this one I got as like a login bonus for, I think, pre-ordering. I mean, I didn't really, it wasn't like a paid pre-order thing. It was just like saying you're interested in the game, and then got that one. And that's the one I ended up getting a duplicate of on the little board that you move around in. And roll dice. We have like some basic, I forget if they call them fractured dice or something along those lines. Not the solid ones. We don't have any of those. Like, I think you would get access to a different board if you had the solid dice, but I don't really know how to get them yet. But yeah, they detail basic attacks. And then you can hold basic attack during the first hit, and then fire charged cannon. And then basic attack while airborne, critical riposte. Alright. Yeah, I mean, some of those are fairly standardized, but it's good to know the ones that have some kind of hold attack, things like that. And then you can throw a portable speaker to your skill. And I guess it sticks around even after you switch characters for a bit. I don't really understand all the business with stacks and so forth. It says Hootie remains when switching characters, so that's handy. And then ultimate. I guess the team can get an attack bonus. Trigger ensemble. I don't really know how. Increase damage and range. Current active character's next attack deals additional damage. Alright. And then Easter egg support skill. It's more of a damage dealing thing. Yeah, still a little hazy on how to trigger support skills. But we're just looking over what the different attacks are. This character's a bit strange. It's another one that I unlocked via rolling dice on that little board. It's got basic attack up to 4 combo. Some characters can do up to 5 consecutive hits. So kind of an odd one. Like, it's a control that none of the other characters share. You can hold dodge while moving to ride the jellyfish, sprinting at high speed, and generates blasts at intervals when targets are nearby. It performs a special dodge in this state. Critical dodge. Riposte automatically fires 4 jellyfish blasts. It ends automatically when stamina drops below a certain amount. And then you got your jumping attack and regular critical riposte. But yeah, the special thing to remember is that you can hold down dodge and like run around at high speed, just automatically attacking stuff. And then you got your skill for AoE damage, enters cadenza state, 12 seconds. And then ultimate AoE and pull targets together. Support skill commands the jellyfish to strike for some AoE, which does psyche damage. And then this guy is assigned as part of the story, although we didn't have to keep him in the party. Even though probably should, but I'm just trying out the other characters for a bit. But yeah, he's got the various attack descriptions, 5-hit combo. He deals a different type of damage than the other characters. Incantation damage. There seem to be a lot of damage types in this. So, something to be aware of, I guess. Enters aim mode. So, yeah, I guess depending on if it's basic attack deliverance or liberation. Like liberation enters aim mode. It doesn't really say if it's a different control. He's got your basic jumping attack and critical riposte type of thing. Karma. It stacks when deliverance or ignorance hits an enemy. Not sure what he does with that. I guess the skill consumes stacks of karma and gets bonus damage. And ultimate, I guess he summons things to strike all enemy targets. And then if there's only a single enemy remaining, one of them will perform a second strike. Alright. And then support skill, I guess the usual damage to an area, just with this particular damage type. So we'll probably add him back in later. I just had those other new characters they gave me that I wanted to try out. Looks like we got a little in-game mail there. Oh yeah, you get a freebie pack on PS Plus because that's where I'm playing the game. And you get a few things like Annulus currency, Elite Hunter guides, chaotic dies. I'm not sure what everything does yet. I guess this can provide XP to a module or cartridge. Denoise solution. I'm not really sure what all that means yet. Beetle coins, I guess that's kind of the basic currency. As it says, character and item upgrades. So we'll claim all of that. Yeah, they sent a good round of stuff lately. Like this one can allow us to pick another basic character. So I'm not sure which one to use it on, but we can explore and use it at the right time. If we want a new character. Just out of the basic ones available. I guess nothing that's been like added after release probably. And we're on a next quest after spending our first night in well, whatever it's called. We spent our first night in the place where we were assigned. Not sure how to get out of here. I feel like I'm on the area I'm supposed to go to, but I can't quite tell. Okay. Yes, we're heading inside.
Adler.
Good evening. How was your rest?
The room was comfy.
Dinner has been left on the table. Please let me know if it's not to your tastes.
Looks like I've unlocked a drop via Twitch, although I guess my account is not connected to my Twitch account. I just logged in with PlayStation. I don't have like an overall account if there is one, so I will have to investigate that later and see how to connect my current account.
Thank you all. As for communication, Director also gave me Shupa.
How considerate of her. Shupa is a useful communication partner and can be used inside most anomalous realms. I heard that only a few members of BAC have permission to give it commands. It will certainly assist the appraiser greatly in future anomaly commissions.
Doesn't everyone use Shupa?
When dealing with anomalies, both official agencies and hunter groups have special communication methods. Most rely on team members' Esper abilities or anomalies like Shupa that have communication capabilities. However, for everyday tasks like keeping records, quick payments, and social interactions, people generally use personal cell phones.
I see. Thank you, Adler.
Thank you, Appraiser. We have no customers today. Nanalie and the other two are on the second floor. I think they're trying to get on your good side, but aren't sure how to go about it. They are all good kids. If it's not too much trouble, could you get to know them a little?
Sure. I would love to know more about everyone.
I think it would be kind of funny if she's like internally cringing but outwardly just polite. Sure, I would love to get to know them all. Totally not resisting the urge to run away screaming. Get more light-hearted hijinks. Alright, this is new bonds, whatever that means. Directing us to the menu. And have messages. Okay. Bagel surfer. Kind of throwing a lot at me all at once. I guess there isn't a none of the above option. It's like, do you like sea urchins or shells to eat? Well, I think shells would be a little crunchy. Sea urchins are kind of not exactly appetizing either, but I guess a little more so. And throwing a bunch of emojis at me. Alright, I guess that's the end of that one. Mint seems to have named me Coco for whatever reason. Apparently that's what her character smells like to her. I guess they're calling this system or social media that they use Bagel. That's as good a name as any. It's like, what? Someone's even faster than me. You certainly do talk fast, don't they? Virtually speaking. She's saying a lot of random things now, and mentioned a lizard guy. Talking about the Bureau. Alright. Edgar. Oops. I'll try to select that. Oh, there we go. It's funny, even the one I was just talking to. I think I just clicked before seeing what I was clicking on there. Sometimes, yeah, it's just seems a little, I don't know how to describe it, just like a little uncertain as to what you're selecting, but it'll go ahead and do it when you think you're on like a previous menu or something, or previous level. So there were times when I selected something I didn't necessarily mean to, but I don't know how much it really matters. Alright, seem to be done with all the little social media conversations with everyone. Still learning about the game. Pretty early stages.
Is there anything I can help with?
For now, not really. When the shop has no business or commissions, it's quite peaceful.
Don't sugarcoat it, dummy! Get used to the boredom. A-Bone's antique business is super slow. Most of the work we get are anomaly commissions.
Since we're free, why don't you listen to my grand plan for our gang?
Spare me! My ears are already sore. We've got a customer? Let's check it out.
I think one of the ones I was just talking to just sent me a message, because that's better than actually talking to you, right? Let's see. There we go. Capo and Nicolucci's. Is she trying to form a crime family? I just remembered I have some urgent business to take care of. I need to return some videotapes. Don't ask what kind they are. I haven't even gotten to the good part yet. Alright. Well, I guess she's recruiting if anyone wants to join a crime family of some kind. And seems to be something up there. Not sure how to get to it. Yeah, something there. But I don't know. I don't see any direct stairs up.
We noticed that something was off when we opened the shop this morning. We immediately reported it to the BAC, and after taking a look, they said they would be sending the CSU here. We just got the message that they're booked until next week. They want us to stay closed until the situation is addressed.
This guy's name is Kodak. I wonder if he likes cameras and taking pictures.
That's just terrible. We have lots of appointments this week. We'll be in big trouble if we can't open.
So you want us to deal with the anomaly at the photo studio and reopen it as soon as possible?
Called it. I wasn't sure if they were really being that obvious with his name or if it was just, random name. Just happens to be named Kodak. But no, he does appear to work at a photo studio.
Yes. The earlier the better.
Certainly. Please review the contract carefully. If you have no additional questions, kindly sign the contract and submit the deposit. We will request the final payment upon completion of the task.
It's a bit late already, but I'm hoping it'll get solved today. I was wondering if...
We will prioritize urgent tasks, but that will be a special request and will require additional fees. If we are unable to resolve the issue within the agreed time frame, a full refund will be provided.
Money is not an issue. I just need it done as soon as possible. Do I sign here?
What every contract worker loves to hear. Money is not an issue. Alright, well, give us all you got.
Yes. Thank you for choosing A-Bone. Please allow us some time to prepare, and my colleague will be with you in a minute.
Thank you. I'll leave it in your hands.
I will see you off. This way, please.
A rare occurrence, getting a customer out of usual meal times. Wasn't that the owner of Film Orbit Studio? He always looks anxious, and he seems even more worried today. What are we waiting for? Let's help him out!
Let Mr. Adler explain the situation first.
According to the owner, items in the photo studio started disappearing mysteriously since opening this morning. After an investigation by the BAC JTF field team, it was discovered that the disappearance of items is periodic and limited to the photo studio, with no signs of spreading. Thus, it was judged to be a low-risk anomaly, and the Bureau planned to suspend the studio's operations and schedule a containment unit.
No wonder Mint left so quickly yesterday. She wasn't running from Hotori. She was genuinely busy. Nanali, what are you spraying?
I told you to call me Ichidaime! This is my secret weapon. Modern Moments. Time to shine. One spray to victory, Fluffy Tail Hairspray.
Yeah, that figures. It's another cat girl. She even has a cat doll hanging off her jacket. And a paw print on her tie, and a cat thing in her hair. Yeah, I think she really wants to give us the general idea.
Why does this thing get so much screen time?
Stealing from the shop, reaping undeserved fruits. Such evil anomaly cannot be forgiven. Ta-da! The righteous Kolochi's trio is here, ready to strike and nullify the evil.
My character's like, yeah, is it too late to say I'm not with them?
Nullify the evil.
The kids are full of energy. Which photo studio commission did we take?
Yes, the limited time commission from Film Orbit Studio down the street.
I see. Let's all go together.
It's shaping up to be quite a crowd descending on this film studio, or photo studio.
It's just a low-threat anomaly. Does it really warrant a personal visit from Hotori?
That studio is so hard to book. After we settle the commission, we can use their facilities for a new family photo. We have a new member after all.
Ooh, boss is always thinking ahead.
So stingy.
Tagido, tagido!
Understood. Let's prepare and head out together.
This weather. Still as muggy as ever. We have creativity.
Looks like I'm getting some modules and a cartridge thing as a quest reward. Maybe I can investigate how to add those or whatever.
Another new day.
See who can use that. See a couple different cartridges. Notice those sub attributes are in red. Does that mean they're worse? Actually, they're red on both. Seems to do different things. The one I have is crit damage. This one is break intensity. I don't know. I'm sure they're both useful. Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe I should stick with the one I have. I guess someone like Mint could equip the other one. What about those modules, though? Let's see what we can do here. Does it matter? Not really sure. Could try auto equip. It equipped all of them. That's interesting. Legendary. Ignores 25% of enemies' defense for 20 seconds after the wearer casts ultimate. Well, that's handy. And get bonus cosmos damage. Alright. That's cool. I guess any of them can use that new cartridge thing. Maybe I'll put it on this character. It's one of the new ones that was awakened or something. And you could always remove it, I guess, later. Oh yeah, you have to drag it over there. So it's got that break intensity thing. Modules are used by our main character. I don't know what the enhancement stuff does, so I'm not going to mess with it for now. I think I'll hold off on further leveling up until I figure out how much I need. Oh, here's one. Phone booth. Have we already gotten that? I think so. Also a little hazy on how to hotkey items for use. Like, I tried to, but it doesn't come up like in my first slot. It's in this one in slot 2, and I don't know how to access that. So there's a lot I don't really know how to do yet. I guess people are still strolling over here. Guess the place is looking a little more lively now. I'm just kind of strolling. I think my character's hit points have gone up. That's good.
A taste of the seasons, a once-in-a-lifetime encounter.
I leveled her up to 5. I guess for now, if I want to use food items, I have to go into my menu to do it. I can demonstrate like what I've encountered as far as that goes. Inventory. Yeah, I have a bunch of stuff in my main inventory. But here's the food inventory. It's got some stuff like team buffs for like reducing team stamina costs, 900 seconds. This is the one I think I equipped. The melon bread, I bought it from a vending machine. Kind of heals you for a bit, then restores more every 5 seconds for the next 30 seconds. And I tried to do the hotkey thing with it. Now I can't even bring that up. Like, that's weird. Like hitting That button doesn't seem to do anything. It did something before. But yeah, it's not really doing anything now. That's weird. There was a recent update, so I don't know if they messed with that. But for now, this is the only way I've seen to use items. You have to go into your inventory and use them, although I'm guessing the action doesn't really pause when you're doing that.
The owner of A-Bone came too? Is it serious?
My friends in BAC told me your shop isn't doing too well.
My studio. It won't close down, will it?
If you hadn't called us, who knows? Tell us more about the anomaly.
Sure. You must help me. This morning, I noticed something off with the layout, but couldn't pinpoint it. Then, right in front of me, a table turned into a photo. I've never seen anything like it. And then...
And then... I just had a bit of a flashback to a certain comedy movie.
I ran out. That's all I know about the situation inside.
This can be a big or small issue.
I can double the payment. Please handle it properly. I'm counting on you all.
Oh, don't worry. We wouldn't let the best photo studio in Bridge Crossings close down. Oh, no need for extra payment. We're all neighbors, after all. How could we think about money?
Is your conscience clear?
Let me think. I'll tell you what. How about you give us a group photo when it's all done? We can display it in our shop. Free advertising for you.
You're so kind. No problem. I'll take the best photo for you. The studio is counting on you.
Looks like trains passing by. That's nice. Maybe we can take a ride on it sometime. Alright, I'm still a little uncertain about, like, when do I level up, how much should I level up. It seems item-based. I'm not as used to that. Like, I'm used to more traditional RPGs where, you do stuff and you level up. But it seems like the character leveling is independent of that. So, like I said, I'm not really sure how much to do. But for now, I haven't messed with it much other than to get the main character to level 5.
Let's start here. The reception.
I may regret that at some point, but I guess for now we'll see if I have trouble.
$39,999 fonts? Running a photo studio is daylight robbery!
These ripoffs.
Such exquisite samples, capturing light and expressions with great care.
Yeah, that sounded a little spooky. The lighting is doing some odd things.
This looks like the employee's workspace.
including info on the notes from earlier. Things have been going missing from the photo studio for a while now. Things turning into photos. It's probably just reaching the breaking point.
Whoa. What happened? Tagido, Tagido! Hey, stop making things scary!
Flashing screen.
No anomaly presence detected around here. Don't worry.
Tagido? If you keep startling us, I'll throw you into this pile of TVs.
These models don't look too different. Could use them as set pieces. Get double the work done.
Taki Taki. Tagido!
What? No breaking things or you'll be left here as collateral.
Tagido, Tagido! Tagi! It looks even funnier now!
Is that Tagido's ability?
Yes. Tagido can deconstruct objects he touches and then reconstruct them. Although it's limited to what he can perceive, for an excellent restorer, this is still an invaluable aid.
Tagi Tagi!
Yes, it's very impressive.
All right, let's continue our investigation. The sooner we finish, the sooner we can call it a day.
Alright, guess we're looking around some more.
So many photos. I can't tell what they originally were anymore. Can't be my glasses, right?
This is a photo studio. The anomaly is turning items into photos. So the culprit must be the camera.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Taquito.
So that's how things turn into photos.
That bookshelf seems to be targeted by a viewfinder. As Sakiri guessed, the anomaly nexus might be related to cameras. Let's use that as a clue.
You may now admire me for 10 seconds.
Doggy!
Luckily, no one's hurt.
Did not see that coming.
A good thing it can't turn us into paper people. Be cautious. Don't let it catch you off guard.
Yeah, that was a bit strange.
Don't damage the shop, especially Manly and Sakiri.
Okay, I'll restrain my immense power.
The contract says we don't have to pay for
Big splinter and fracture!
damages.
Reputation. Reputation.
How they got it? What a hassle.
I'm here, Coco.
I don't know if it really matters, like who we have selected. What's this anyway? It's like a product of my attacks sometimes. Probably just damages enemies further.
Since it's the camera causing trouble, let's split up and check. I'll go this way.
I guess the Scooby-Doo tradition, let's split up and look for clues. Oops. So I have an alert, but when I hit the button I usually use for that, it didn't do anything. Alright, that seemed to work. Brought up the menu and used the right analog to get there. That's weird. Normally the start button works for that. Maybe I've changed some things in the recent update. Use the ultimate time step. Alright, so we got a little bonus currency. It's hard to keep track of all these different currencies. I don't know what they all mean. Alright, well, guess
Leave it to me, Mint.
go back to the main character. What am I doing? Ready within tracking. Yeah, they're taking evil pictures of me.
It looks like it was smashed to the ground. It's broken.
Time to switch up the beat! Now it's my time to shine! Minor slip up! I'm here to help!
Alright, seemed to work fairly well. Huh. Yeah, whenever I hit the start button it says confirm exit. So I have to hold down L1, use the right analog to get up to the menu that way, and it doesn't always work. Okay, worked that time. Still getting the hang of things. In battle, break 10 enemies.
Leave it to me, Mint.
Uh-oh. Something tells me that's a trap.
Out of the way, chumps!
Huh? It's gone.
Here's a photo that's not overexposed. Seems quite old.
Film Orbit Grand Opening. It's the owner.
Didn't look so fretful back then.
Here it comes.
Time for the next step! Troublesome. All these broken cameras. Can't tell what's wrong.
According to records, there might be a batch of new digital cameras in the equipment room. We might find more clues there.
Oh, so someone really does read those records.
That's the first time I tried this character out in combat. Feels pretty weird when you're controlling sort of a duo of jellyfish and human.
Won't open.
Haven't let Kiramaru out for a walk today. Should we just...
That viewfinder-like thing has been following us. We can lure it over and use it to erase the door.
If you're scared, pull your own tail. Doggy doggy. Time to switch up the beat.
I will see through the Nexus.
Gido gido.
Looks like the new digital cameras are all here. Anything strange?
Watch out.
Uh-oh. Caught red-handed. Looks like another space created by an anomaly. I gotta find a way to get out. Everything in here is the opposite of what they are in the world out there.
It's the Bizarro dimension. The other thing I'm not really used to yet is the character switching stuff. I'm still kind of working on getting more used to it. Trying to use it a little more.
Are you okay?
Yes, there's nothing dangerous inside. Looks like being captured by the viewfinder risks entering another space.
The cameras on the shelf just now. They're gone.
Strange. We haven't left.
Let's check the third floor.
I'm here, Coco.
Time for the next set.
Guess it can be a little harder to see things. With this character, so I guess out of combat
Trust
it
me.
might be better to have a different one selected. Looks like we just earned another drop too, so I'll have to
It is
try
a
to do the
dark
account
room.
linking thing after this, see if I can get credit for those.
The photos here are very clear, with no signs of overexposure. Shuba, notify everyone to come here.
Huh. This photo is very clear.
This room is dark, and the anomaly photos are clearer here than anywhere else. The culprit must be in this room.
Makes sense, makes sense.
That being said, combining what we've seen so far, I have an idea of what it could be.
Oh, Detective Adler, please enlighten us.
The floating photos we saw before were all somewhat overexposed and blurry. But the photos from this dark room are normal. This characteristic is reminiscent of film. The anomaly might be related to film.
Film?
Remember the grand opening photo of Film Orbit we saw on the second floor? It was taken with a film camera. Nowadays, few people use film cameras. Film is typically developed in a darkroom to prevent exposure to light, which would ruin the photos.
That explains the difference between the photos here and elsewhere.
Quite the nostalgic anomaly. All right, let's look for anything related to film.
I found a key to the basement earlier, but haven't investigated it yet.
The dark basement. It's likely where Adler said they developed films.
Yes, that makes sense.
Looks like we're getting closer to the truth. Tagido!
Tagido, step on me again and you're dead.
Tagido!
Looks like we're back in the Bizarro world. Wonder if I should use one of those healing items though. I seem to be down a decent chunk. I keep forgetting about the start button thing. It just asks me if I want to exit every time, so I have to do it like this. Guess I'll eat one of these. I guess one of these would be overkill. It's like I don't even have that much HP maximum. And I feel like we don't need the buffs or the res thing as much. Yeah, the start menu or the start button doesn't do anything here, even though it says it does. But yeah, I can just use this here. Yeah, I guess current character should be good. Okay. So now we have 2 remaining because I wasn't sure how much I should buy initially. Yeah, I seem to be healed up back to full. I wonder if it was overkill.
There! Doesn't that look like an exit?
A negative space. Adler was right. The anomaly we're looking for is definitely related to film.
When I was captured, I also entered a space like this.
Anyway, it's not bad. It's our first item use. And we can buy some more later. Probably. Seems like for the most part, like you have to do something like that to recover HP, unless you're like at your room, you can rest, or at like a fast travel point.
Some things in the dark can't stay hidden any longer.
Otori.
Some things in the dark can't stay hidden any longer.
Apparently that bears repeating. think that's a non-functional vending machine. This place is just so negative, you know?
This space is chaotic. These must be images captured by the viewfinder.
Compared to my first entry, the anomaly's power seems to have increased.
Be extra careful.
No. Not braving me. I didn't do it. It was the one-armed man.
Keeps following us. So annoying.
Couldn't do anything about that one.
Again?
It's stronger now.
This is getting old.
These are like out enemies here. I don't know, this does feel like a Scooby-Doo-ish vibe here. Let's try the ultimate, or yeah, I think Mint has something to offer me. And that just knows their portraits with flashing. Maybe don't bother with the ultimate. Use the R2 attack there to finish it off, but I don't know if it was the right thing to do necessarily, but I seem to be down some HP again, like almost the same level I was before I used the item, but I'll tough it out for now, because this is the character I haven't leveled up a little. But I could probably stand to do more.
Let's head to the basement.
Takido, remember that manga we read? Taki? Huh? Huh?
This could be a problem.
Time to
bit confusing. I've also never used this character before. It seems to be just kind of a story character assigned. Looks like another one wants to turn here.
Let them witness the bond of the collision!
Sometimes when I hit dodge, it doesn't seem to do anything if it's not at the right moment, I guess.
Trust me.
Prolonged fight signals. Selfless, formless.
Treating me like a child. Watch your step. Knocking all away.
Sakiri, stay safe. My mistake.
Yeah, I kept hitting R1 there and it wasn't really doing anything. I guess it wasn't the exact moment.
Difficult.
Let me take over.
Okay, so I'm terrible at the whole timing part of this. I think that's been established. Some sort of group ultimate when something is broken.
I'm not late. Everything that falls unreal. Well done, Natalie.
No. This has been such a long fight. We are getting to the point where I could use healing, but I feel like it's not going to pause if I go into the item menu, so I can't really... I don't feel confident about my ability to do that in a fight. Unless it recognizes that it's not like a multiplayer portion. I'll see if I can stick it out.
Whatever. Get him, Kirimaru!
Another group ultimate thingy. This thing's...
Trust me. Take Splinter and Fracture!
Not bad. Watch out, fool! Let them witness the bond of the coolest! Take that! The city's mine! Yeah, itchy whatever. Another miss?
Sakiri, stay safe.
Selfless, formless.
Can it be? I finally emerged victorious.
Time to wrap up. Let's get paid and take our photo.
Does feel like it's about that time.
You can take turns kissing my left hand for the photo. No way!
Surprise, the photo kills you all. No. Hopefully it's fine now. We got the swanky jazz music. All of our favorite head cats. Your image has been captured. That doesn't sound the least bit sinister.
Let me take over.
That's interesting. Oh, I see why, like, since it wasn't using my current lineup of characters, like, the characters that I do have currently as in my formation are fine, because they weren't part of the boss fight, but the Zero character was, so that character is still somewhat hurt.
Thank you so much. You're always welcome at Film Orbit for free photos.
Thanks, boss. If you come to A-Bone, we'll give you a friendly discount. Half off.
We're always on a half-off sale.
Quiet!
Okay. Next time. Since Hotori requested film photography, your photos won't be ready today. I'll have them delivered to A-Bone tomorrow.
Thanks a lot. We'll be on our way then.
Take care.
What an honest guy. Fooled by Hotori just like that.
I'm not fooling. Spend wisely, save wisely. Got it? I'm helping Adler out. Mischief makers don't care about the shop's finances. The fish tank from the last commission. The roadblock before that. Count how much we've lost in recent months. Look how worried Adler is. He's aged a lot recently.
By the way, lady, why did you suddenly want film photography?
A little nostalgia isn't bad. Plus, we run an antique shop. A-Bone just vibes with older things, you know?
I see an icon for a scooter now. And my start button is once again functional. So I can get my achievement payoffs here. Don't seem to get much time, but I'm sure it adds up. Not sure about all the uses for that particular currency, but just collecting whatever I can for now. Figure it out later. I don't know how to do that scooter thing. That made me dodge. Let's see. Wheel mode. Not sure what to do here for that. I don't know. L1 plus R1 just makes me do that. Do that. No. If I hit L1 and then R1, okay, that's the trick. Like, you don't do them at the same time. That wasn't clear. Alright, and then you can select. So that's how I would select that food item, like in combat. Okay. Release to close. Radial menu. And now it just says hit L1 for that. Well, I guess you select it with that. Okay. I'm just trying it out. I mean, I could run there too. Alright, okay. Controls. Circle, get off. R3, switch view. R1, rear view. R2, accelerate. L1, music. Alright. Brake and reverse, L2. Steer with left analog, and then we got toot toot. And you can enable autopilot sometimes, but in this case you can't. Yeah, I don't know. Autopilot's grayed out. Says L1 is the music, but I don't know, L1 actually doesn't seem to do anything different. I guess if you do L1 and then D-pad buttons. I'm still going back slowly. Alright. Disembark from the vehicle. We'll wrap up here,
All right,
I think.
that's a wrap. Rest up, everyone.
Like she said.
I have a feeling A-Bone is going to get busy.
It's gonna get busy.
I feel like I've heard that many times before.
Sorry, these are the jokes, people.
You don't get it. Things are different now. We've got a treasure here, and business will follow. The wheel of fortune has turned, and it's about time fortune favored us.
This is known as the cleavage cam.
Cha-ching!
She hasn't even had a drink. Who's going to wake her?
Lady has a point. With the appraiser's help, A-Bone will surely see new opportunities.
That's a lot for me as a newcomer. No pressure, right?
New opportunities! New opportunities!
One of these books is
All the new opportunities.
touching the book spines.
Yes, I think I will call it here, and I'll be deciding who to unlock as my next new character out of the one selectable on that ticket that I got. Let's see. Oh, I see. If you hold down L1 and then R1, toggles the wheel mode. Yeah, I can show you real quick before I head off. Yeah, it's the S-Class Standard Character Selection Box. Got Sakiri, Hathor, Viking, Fadia, Daffodil, or Julon. So you can get one of those to join your team. Feel free to let me know what you think would be a good addition to the team. And hopefully I'll figure out more about the game next time. We've got a lot of those beetle coins, but I don't know, I guess they're the most basic currency, and then you got that fun thing. Looks like we got 68 grand, almost 69k, and then 5,500 whatever the blue thing is, and all these items. So we'll see. Can be exchanged for items at the piece. Sure. Yeah, different things like that. We'll figure it out. But until next time, signing off, Esper Zero.